I have got a very quick and easy 5-minute 3-product makeup tutorial focusing on lips, cheeks, and eyes using only 3 products. To get started, we go with a bare face. I've moisturized. I'll start off with this really great highlighting concealer. The label has worn off, but it is the Dream Lumi highlighting concealer by L'Oreal. So it's great that it's from the drugstore. I've obviously used this a lot. It's almost done, and it's pretty much the entire label has been worn off. So I'm surprised I even remember the name of it. But I use this underneath my eyes, on my smile lines, any dark pigmentation underneath my chin, and on any blemishes or old acne scars that I might have. I use my fingers to pounce this out when I'm in a hurry, but alternatively, you could use a damp beauty blender. Sorry, this one is super gross. It needs to be put in the trash, but I promise I will get rid of it after this use. So you just, in pouncing motions, blend that concealer in, and it may look like more concealer than you're used to using when you just use it as a concealer. Like, for example, if you're going in with a more high coverage foundation. But I really like to go in with a concealer. I find that my skin generally looks way more natural in both artificial and daylight. And I think that's just one of the best things about a 5-minute makeup look. You can really have confidence that no matter what lighting you come across that day, you're going to look fresh and flawless. Next is this cream blush by Jordana. I love this one. It's called Triple Play, and it's actually for your lips, eyes, and cheeks. And today I'm actually going to use it for all 3. Make sure that when you're picking a color, though, that you don't go too pink or too red or too purple. Usually you might want to focus on a color that is really kind of a neutral sort of a pink, and it reflects the undertones of your skin. If you don't know what your undertone is, you can either go to a makeup counter and get it matched, and they will help you understand it. For me, I'm a little bit more neutral to yellow and warm. So I always go with kind of an apricot base or undertone to pink products. So I've used it on my cheeks, and I've blended that out with my finger and then a sponge. And now I'm going to do the same with my eyelids. I'm going to just put a small amount on my lids and blend it out, and it just creates a little bit of definition and contour to my eye. And then lastly, just swipe that on like lip balm. It's really moisturizing, and it really does last a long time. I'm a huge fan of this product. Next is going to be a dark brow gel. This one is from e.l.f., and I believe it is the deep color. And when I'm not using a pencil or a brow pomade or any other product to provide definition or fill in any gaps, I basically just use this brow gel a couple of different ways. I'll kind of go over it really briefly with a quick swipe to get all my hairs going in the same direction. And then I'll go back over it a couple of times as the product is drying. You kind of build up the product a little bit, and it makes your brow hairs look a lot more full and a lot more defined. Also, the added bonus is that if there's a stiff breeze or a gust of wind that catches you, your eyebrows are not going anywhere, trust me. And then the other thing that I really like to do is to go back into that brow gel and use it as a mascara. I love this trick. Typically, mascara with a very underdone makeup can, I think, look really obvious. And so if you just want like a really natural, defined lash, but you don't want these sort of obvious, couple coats of mascara. Also, I just like that typically your lashes and your brows tend to match. And so for most people, I wouldn't say everybody, but most people, they can find a brow gel that works for both. I also take this on my lower lash line too. I've got really teeny hairs under there. And so any chance I get, I like to kind of bring a little bit of definition down there. Really small amount of product though, very easy to do. And I'm just kind of going back and forth building up the product until I'm satisfied with the result. Next up, we're going to go back in with that highlighting concealer, and based on all the blending I did, I'm just going to go ahead and fix any mess ups that I've made with the brow gel, and also highlight underneath my brow bone. I think this lifts my brow a little bit. And it's such an easy product to work with that you can use your finger or, again, a really gross beauty blender. Man, that thing is nasty. I gotta get rid of that. So I just pounce these out and making sure that I blend really well so you can't see any of the lines. I like doing this after I've applied my blush and everything too, because I can always go back over, like in this spot right here, I've got a little blemish that's underneath the blush. And it's always nice to go back over it with a little concealer, just make sure that you can't see it at all, but it blends in with the blush. So I just take my time here. I'm still in real time under 5 minutes, which is great. Added bonus, and we're done. That's pretty much it. Thanks so much for watching. I really hope you like this 5-minute look with 3 products.